I can bet you don't remember anything more than 5% from the last book you have read. And even I don't from the majority. But there's a few books that I have studied religiously that helped me a lot, and I actually retained information, applied them for myself and my work, and I can assure you that it's magical. Don't buy into the Andrew Tate agenda that books are useless. Books are lifetimes of work summarized in a few hundred pages. Understand the gravity of this fact. You can live so many lives by just becoming a good reader. I saw Vinamra's tweet where he said that if you don't have the urge to highlight every single word of a book you're reading, it's probably not meant for you at that point of your journey. And that hit hard. At the end of this video, I've got something that will help you select the best books effectively so you can start your journey today. But before that, watch the video first so you'll know why that section is at the end. You only have to pick one genre or a topic that you're currently lacking in. You don't need to read based on the hype online. You get people saying, oh, 48 Laws of Power is banned in prisons, or The Alchemist will help you find your passion, or read Rich Dad and Poor Dad, where you can start learning about how to become rich with real estate because that person is rich right now, while you are here trying to become a better service provider or a freelancer, or you're just expanding your knowledge. Let's look at some use cases. Instead of buying into the hype, get several books related to just one topic only and read them all together. It can be about prospecting, service delivery, online traffic, copywriting, storytelling, sales, marketing in general, or negotiations, history, mindset, could be anything. Let's say if you want to create an online presence, sell products and services, become a better communicator. Pick up two books, one related to service delivery that you read every day, and one related to communication that you read, let's say, every 1 or 2 days. Now take notes and try to apply the service delivery book every day, and apply that one thing that you learned from the conversation book every day in your conversations with your friends or sales calls or any other scenario. In my case, I'm reading 2 to 3 books right now. How to Talk to Anyone, because I want to improve my communication skills. Expert Secrets, because I want to learn more about creating an online presence and drive traffic. And You Are Not So Smart, to keep me in check of how I might overestimate myself. I only read Expert Secrets every day, and the others maybe 2 to 3 times a week max. Next one. If you've got no clue on what to pursue and you're hoping a book can spark an idea, it can most definitely do that. See, we all have mental blocks and things we are battling against without acknowledging them. You might be in a position where you don't know what to do, and subconsciously you know that you are not good with communication or you can't manage your money. There's one subconscious mental block that you have that is a big factor, and it's stopping you from actually pursuing what you want. You can try picking up just one book and tackle that issue, because usually these subconscious mental blocks are the ones that we fear the most and we don't really confront them all the time. Now once you've tackled that, what happens is you have cleared up headspace for yourself that can be used to find what you want to do. Or let's say if you're at a position where you can just afford to immerse yourself with knowledge and not just worry about any lifestyle changes, buy whatever the fuck you want to read. That's what I intend to do in a few months personally. Do that, absolutely do that. And there are many more use cases like that. Right, so once you have selected a book, let's look at how we can actually remember what we read. First one, you take notes digitally, either on Notion or Google Docs. I have used both, but I currently use Notion. You make them, you bookmark, and bow, you have knowledge on the go. If you have watched until here, like दबा दो यार, subscribe भी कर दो, as I'll be uploading twice every week. Then everything will be related to how you can become a better version of yourself, make money, and you'll hear about things that you don't hear the online gurus say, because it's not trendy, but it's the one that works. Alright, second, you highlight with a wax marker. It doesn't ruin the book, and set aside one day every month to just go through these highlights of 1 or 2 books that you have read over the entire month. Third one, when you're reading, keep the book aside when you strike a point that you can actually apply in your work. and you take notes of it and you mind map in your laptop later. So I have this book here. It's only about how I am making money and how I will make money. So whenever I read something and get an idea that I can hopefully monetize, it all goes down in my notebook along with a surface level idea of how I can personally use it. Then whenever I have time, I brainstorm around it. I take the things that will work for me immediately, and that's how I apply these books knowledge in real time. Number 4, if you can afford it, just get a Kindle. The best part about this is you can send highlights of your ebooks to yourself whenever you want. Then you can store it in Notion or anywhere and just read them regularly. And I got this recently and I absolutely love it. I don't think I'll be buying any physical books from now. And the best way I have found is flashcards. I read this in my first ever online course that we retain the most information when we consume it right before and after bed. So you create different sets of flashcards. I have the Millionaire Fast Lane flashcard here, and have them by your bed, and you just spend 5 to 10 minutes going through them before you sleep and right after you wake up. And you'll be surprised by how much information you can retain this way. I do this with only the best books I have read, and that's why it's a very compact stack and it makes everything easier for me to remember. Now quickly, let's look at some of the reading habits that you have to develop. First one is intentional reading. It's one of the best habits that you can develop. Always have in mind what you're getting out of a book and what you want from it, and you will be able to spot the correct information regularly. If you don't like to read, start by reading 5 pages every day. If you have the urge from within to continue, you just continue. And if not, just persevere until those 5 pages are finished and you put the book aside. Within a month, you'll know what you like to read. And piggybacking off that, you can take what Nawal said. Read what you love until you love to read. It can even start online with articles. Once you find interest in a topic, you just go get books around that topic. And the last one is you just have to read every day. Whether it's 5 to 10 minutes or 2 hours, just read. Don't read too much. Kachra nahi karna hai dimag ka. Alright, sab seekh to liya, but bro, I don't know which books to buy. I got you covered, son. In the description, I have linked a Notion doc with all of the books that I own, includes the ones that I have read and the ones that I have not yet. It's split into categories and you have the purchase link there too. So all you have to do is just duplicate that Notion page onto your Notion from the link in the description and get to work. All I ask for you is do all the like, subscribe shit. And peace.